This is a fun one. This is a controversial one. Once again, I don't know. At this point, I just like I can't focus on people being mad at the truth that I want to spread to the world. To start off context where this all kind of started about a year ago, I was talking to a good friend of mine, and she was just telling me how, she is aware that she is with, like, she has the friends that she has, because they're like gorgeous. They're very pretty. And, the monkey brain in me was like, what? What do you mean? Like, that sounds a little superficial. I don't know. And she had just explained, like, that's just what I like. That's my preference. I love pretty people. And I think it does matter that she's also bi, but she was just saying, I love having pretty friends. And so I was thinking about it, and I was just like, there's nothing wrong with that. I at first I was like, oh my gosh, like that's a red flag. But then I was like, there's actually there's nothing wrong with that. Like, she's not hurting nobody. She's not hurting herself. That's just her preference. I feel like in society we are taught that, like, wanting to gain certain things out of relationships, or just being very picky and selective, being bougie about who we allow in our spaces and in our circles, is frowned upon and is taboo. I would also get this, like, from men. Oh, so you're with me because of this, that, and the third. Like, at a certain point, I feel like everybody should understand and realize, because this will save you a lot of hurt. Majority of the fact is you're in a person's life because they gain something. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, most people, it's all subconscious. Like, they choose people because they gain, something emotionally, physically, mentally, and it's just on default. Like, they're not aware that they're choosing people based off of these things. And I'm telling you, you should be aware. You should be very purposeful, mindful, because I feel like when you're not and you're just on default, like I told you most people are, you end up choosing people subconsciously for the wrong reasons. There are a group of people who will tell you the wrong reasons are money, status, and I'm here to tell you that that's not what I mean by wrong. Wrong reasons can be to replace toxicity, to fill your ego. A lot of people choose, like, when you're not conscious, a lot of people will choose friends and partners that remind them of their parents or their family members. And a lot of people don't have good things to say about their parents, how they grew up and stuff like that. So usually, the whole thing of, oh, you choose your partner based off of how your parents are and all this other stuff. What if your parent is toxic? Like, what if your parent is manipulative? I believe it's with friends too. Like, what if you're choosing toxic people in your life, manipulative people in your life on default because you're not purposely looking for something? So, this is why I believe it's extremely important to be very, very particular when it comes to picking people in your life. Like, I'm fully aware at this point in my life, I'm fully aware that people have me in their life because of certain things that they gain. Am I fully aware of what those things are? No, because it doesn't necessarily matter to me. Me personally, I don't care. I know some people have chose me to be their friend because of my resources, because of my litness, because of my personality. I'm sure some partners have chose me because of my beauty, because of me elevating their status. And it's just not, I don't feel like it does me any justice to like pick and like analyze these things and like if it's good or if it's bad, because at the end of the day, everybody that's in my life is in my life by my choice, not the other way around. So because of that, I find it way more important to be selective and analytical of why I am choosing people, not why people are choosing me, because I could go down those rabbit holes forever and then I could be like wrong, honestly. I could even ask these people, why am I in your life? Why did you choose me? And it could be a lie. It's just no point. It's no point. When it comes to picking people, you really gotta understand the type of person you are, first and foremost. Because understanding who you are and how you fit in this world will give you an understanding of what you need. Okay? So, like for example, I am a very hard worker. I am a hard worker. I'm a diligent worker. Let's say that. I work diligently and I work smartly. So I know that being around people, or let's say I'm a motivated person, that's way better. That's way better. Scratch hard work, I am a motivated person. So I don't mesh well with people who are not motivated. And this could be anything. I was around some people who like they would not be on shit about nothing. Like they didn't have any motivation. And it's no judgment, because if people can't see past themselves in their own situation, like that's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. You should be able to see past whatever you're going through and be motivated to be what things could be. You know what I mean? Like, if you're crying so much and just sulking about, what's not going right, you're wasting time and taking up time for working towards like the kind of life that you want. And that's just the type of people that I was around. Unmotivated people. These people just didn't have faith at the end of the day. Faith in themselves, faith in the universe, faith in God. I had all those things. And so I had just noticed right away when I was becoming more conscious, like being around these people isn't really helping me. Like I started noticing I'm the only person who is like inspiring people in this group. Like, nobody else is filling my cup. I'm inspiring and filling all these people's cups. All these people want to do things, but nobody's doing the same thing for me. And when I look back on these people that I'm describing to you, I chose all these people on default. Like, in default for me is looks, and that's looks, and if they make me feel good. That was my default. And I slowly backed myself away from these people because I just wanted to be around people who would help elevate me. You know, I feel like everything should be transactional both ways. And it was just a lot of, drain the energy of Luna. And I'm not going to say that I didn't benefit anything. I've gained some happiness, but it was just like when you really, on the grand scheme of things, like, I was just elevating these people up. So from that scenario, or scenarios, it's happened multiple times, honestly. I now understand that I don't do well with people who are not motivated. I don't do well with them. Like, and it doesn't even have to be like some crazy shit. Like, I know I do a lot. I'm a pop star, I'm a model, like, I'm an entrepreneur. Just be motivated about your art or something. Like, I just want you to be motivated. Anybody around me, like, just be motivated. Like, whatever your thing is, like, it don't matter if you just a family member. If you're in my circle, you need to have faith and you need to be motivated, because when I was around people who weren't, it was so easy for me to step out of myself into a person that wasn't me. Honestly, I'm not a faithless person. I've been having faith since I was a child. I've been having faith. I've been having a knowing. I've been manifesting since I was a child. And as I grew up, I just started picking up these people that didn't all the way have those characteristics. So now I understand how important it is to me, and going forward, that's how I choose people around me. And it's even simple as, or it's even goes down to who I work with. I don't got time to work with unmotivated people. And I know I'm using unmotivated a lot because that's just something important to me. Like, stuff can be cleanliness, stuff can be like literally whatever you want, okay? The point of this video is just to bring up the severity of why it's so important to benefit from people around you. Because 9 times out of 10, these people are benefiting from you. And if you are not benefiting from somebody else, that usually means that they're like, it's not 50-50. It's usually 100 over with them. Like, if you should be benefiting 50-50 at least. And if you are not, then you are being used. Again, there's nothing wrong with using people, benefiting from people. There is like a bad side of that. Like, obviously, if you are the person who is 100%, that's non-favorable to majority of people. I'm not here to tell y'all what to do, okay, or the moral ground you should stand on, because that's not me. I'm just here to open your eyes to things that you might not have that you might not have realized before watching this. So thank you for watching my video. This is Masterminds, where I teach you to be the master of your own mind. Think for yourself, okay? Think for yourself. Choose people for yourself, and choose the next video, because I got a lot of bangers, a lot of hits on here. So I'm gonna see you guys later.